properties. Default. But we try that again. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. This is Jason over here, Signature Esports, and a pleasure it is to be here live and in charge for the Winston Throwback Series here on iRacing, the platform for all sim racing, qualifying, getting ready to be the session state that they're going to be able to see. So we're going to watch these drivers get in and qualify, and it's going to be a ton of fun. Catching up on the chat real quick. Thank you to Michael Coulter Productions out there, smoking our barbecue, giving some love out there as well. Appreciate you very much. A reminder to give a like and follow on all the platforms: Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. We do all kinds of iRacing broadcasts. Of course, we'll be 7 days a week in iRacing broadcasts very soon. We just showed you the Wheels America Next Gen Cup Series, the 2022 A-Class Series that's going to be coming up here on February 10th. That is something of a great importance to me because I think it's going to be one of the next dominating series for the Next Gen Series. So make sure that you keep tuning in and checking that stuff out. I am joined in the broadcast booth, of course, with the man himself, the good old Steve Tucker, the guy that runs that show over there. Steve, how are you doing today, my friend?
Yes, sir. Hey, how we doing, man? I'm feeling good, man. I don't know about you, but I'm excited for tonight. Thank you for that plug for our league.
Absolutely. Winston Throwback Series here, the ARCA cars. Now, you're going to see these ARCA cars. They are the ARCA Chevy Menards, but they're going to be, you're going to see different manufacturers on it. And that is, of course, from MCI Graphics, one of the guys that gets out there and sponsors pretty much as he can, which is Michael Coulter Jr. Big plug for him as well. You're seeing a lot of the paint schemes from these next gen, or these throwback paint schemes done by MCI Graphics. So make sure that you check him out on Trading Paints. He also has a Facebook page. Go follow that. Much love to the family out there watching. James, thank you very much. You have a great broadcast as well. I know that you're not broadcasting, but it'll be a ton of fun. Donnell out there says Showtime on YouTube. Let's go over a few things while we get some stuff ready to rock and roll. I want to pull up all the tickers and all the fantastic fun-loving stuff. Of course, I said commentators. Well, there we are. We're going to be on the bottom of your screen. My name is Jason. Of course, Steve Tucker joined me from the Wheels America Cup Series. On top of your screen, you're going to be able to see the point standings throughout the first 12 races. But we are joining them midway through the series here. So keep that in mind when it comes to this race. They already have 12 weeks of racing. This is week 13 for them. I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas out there. Hopefully the New Year's going to be treating you kindly here. Make sure you join me Friday night for the New Year's Eve race, or not race, New Year's Eve stream that we're going to be able to do here. Qualifying underway so far. Savoy's going to be your the 99 right there. Savoy's going to be your current fastest time on the racetrack. We'll see. They're getting loose out of the corners right there pretty heavily. ARCA cars to next gen cars. Walk me through, Steve, what you think the difference is on the driving and handling over at least the last 5 generations from this car.
Oh man, it's so different. I mean, ARCA cars obviously, it puts a lot more of the skill in the driver's hands and not so much in the car, right? I mean, it's so much harder to drive, and the next gens are still experimental, for lack of a better word, and they're still trying to just get the feel for them and get the actual car physics and whatnot in the grip packs and all that. So definitely different for sure. I mean, I've driven a handful of ARCA races myself, and they're a lot of fun to drive. They definitely separate the men from the boys, I would say. But the next gen cars, I mean, obviously it's the most fresh and modern thing, so I think it's going to be a lot of fun, man. And I'll tell you what, I mean, Wheels America Cup Series is going to be household name pretty soon.
I already see it on my calendar. It's going to be ready to go. February 10th, folks, is going to be the first race. You're going to be able to watch that right here in Signature Esports. It's going to be a ton of fun. We are at the Tricky Triangle. Here's your race information right here. Pocono Raceway, 100 laps here, brought to you by MCI Graphics, of course. Go to iRacing.com. Make sure that you sign up for your new subscription this year. They just had their Black Friday sale, which was absolutely awesome and absolutely killer. So if you weren't able to partake in that, get out there. Still affordable, still a ton of fun. So go to iRacing.com. Winston Throwback Series, if you want to be a part of that, make sure that you hit them up as well. In there, you can apply to the leagues just the same. Steve, how would somebody apply to the Wheels America Cup Series?
Yeah, there's a couple ways. I mean, we do have a Facebook page, Wheels America Cup Series. You can just search that, and you should see us there. We do run our league through the Discord, through our Discord page, so you can always reach out to me on Discord. My personal Discord name is Aerosven, so it's AEROSVEN, and the Discord number is the hashtag 8262. Yeah, that's right now the best way. But yeah, the Facebook page shows, like has the Discord link, has the iRacing link and whatnot. But also on iRacing itself, it is Apex Racing Cup Series. That was our season 1 name, but that'll obviously be converted to Wheels America Cup Series shortly.
Fantastic information for everybody. Here it is. We're going to get our first race, week 13, Pocono Raceway. And this is a legacy Pocono, so it's going to be very, very hot, very, very tricky, and not much cloud cover. Here is your starting grid. Ryan Johnson's going to be your pole sitter here, 57.027 for the time there. Jesse Buttle's going to be your outside pole sitter. Brian Farrington in the number 20. He's going to be there in that row number 2 spot inside of Kevin Savoy, the 99. Michael Strickland, he is back out there. There's Mr. Stryker. How's he doing? He's going to be there with the number 5 spot there. Inside row number 3 of Brandon Masajewski. He's going to be Masajewski. You know, I have called races with him in there, and I still mess his name up. We're just going to have that conversation. The number 18 is going to be there in row number 3. Evan Burke and John Hamilton will make up row number 4. Bill Hales. Good to see Bill back out there. The number 5 is going to be right there inside row number 5 with Connor Hazel there to the outside. The number 25 is going to have that 10th spot. William Kern and Anthony Crown over. There's Mr. Crowney. How's he doing? He is doing fantastic. Of course, Pro Rev Esports number 28 is going to be there outside row number 6. Let's move on down that starting grid for you. Joshua Brock, Richard Holland, that's going to make up row number 7. Parker Weekly and Brian Rayburn, that's going to be row number 8. Donnell Williams back out there. Donnell, hopefully you have a good race. I know you were out there in the chat. Hopefully you have a fantastic start from the inside of row number 9. Adam DeFore is going to be there in that outside position. Bob Gray, Matthew Wilson, the 31 and the 88 are going to make up row number 10. Dave Campbell, Matt Erickson, that'll make up row number 11. Skylar Sheridan and Bob Garofalo, he's going to be there as well. I was having a conversation with Bob in the Discord. He was having some fun. Ronald Reynolds, number 77, race controls out there. Thank you to the race control for doing what you do. Michael Coulter Jr. is going to be out there in the back with Charles Van Scoik, Mr. Goat Racing himself, Andrew Tinold, and Charles Garrett. That's going to make up all 30 drivers here for the starting grid. Race information, back at it. Here it is, 2.5 miles, 111 degrees. That is hot, hot, hot for Pocono. I tell you what, they're going to be slick for the first 5 laps, and after that, we should be able to see what they're doing. This series brought to you by AMR PaintWorks, or AMR PaintWorks, Team Monte Carlo, Butt Kicker, MCI Graphics. Make sure you go into therealbuttkicker.com. Use Throwback as your promo code at checkout. You're going to get 25% off, and it also helps out the league of the Winston Throwback Series. Much love to the guys out there. 250 miles, 100 laps. It is going to be intense. Pace car is going to lead them around. We're going to have some fun. And I am excited. Hopefully you're excited. If you're excited for racing, throw me a yeah in the chat out there. I'd appreciate it. Chats are live, so make sure that you know that what you say will be shown and cannot be held against you in a court of law, because this is iRacing. Come on, let's go.
Man, I'm excited. I don't know about you, man.
I'm thrilled. The very first series that I ever broadcasted was an ARCA series, and to be back here 17 months later to do another ARCA series is just absolutely, it's such a good class, and it does. I know it's the rookie class in iRacing or the D class in iRacing, but it takes a lot to be able to drive these cars. So I'm looking forward to it. They're going to be bringing it down to the front stretch. Pace truck dives off. Green flag's going to wave. We're going to be green for 100 laps here at Pocono. I think somebody might have missed a gear there. 36. Started a little bit higher. 8 drops down. Strickland's going to put it 3 wide in to turn 1. Look at him roll. Look at how that separation is already as the 17 utilizes the high line. It's going to drop into turn 1. Jesse Buttle is going to be your race leader at the moment. Free off the corner.
Number 1 had issues on the start there. fell way back to the pack.
He did. It looks like Johnson was trying to get a decent jump off there, but I think I don't know if he started in third gear or if he started in second gear. He just missed the punch, and right now is rolling. Looks like Anthony Crownover making up a couple of spots here. The number 88, or not the number 88. He's normally number 88 everywhere else where I go. Number 28 of Anthony Crownover is going to be right behind the 43, making moves 2 spots already and utilizing the tunnel turn. Look at him roll. That turn, turn 3 was free during practice. I wonder if it's going to be just as free early on. That wall might get a little bit tap, tap, tap going on. Kind of single filed out here for lap 2. Again, myself, Jason here, Signature Esports. If you are tuning in for the first time, make sure you smash that subscribe or that like or that follow. Hit the notifications, keep the chats up out there, because that right there will make a ton of difference on the exposure of this league. We want to make sure that the Winston Throwback Series is the premier ARCA series out there. They have lots of plans for the future. We will get into that when we have an opportunity to talk to John or Josh about what they're doing there. It's always good to have interleague promotions as well, too, folks. Like what we're doing here with Steve with the Wheels America Cup Series. They've got some big plans. They were the Apex Cup Series, and they had a strong season last season, and now they're just advancing and pushing more boundaries there. Let's go. Hammond says, Darth out there. Darth Latitude, what are you doing? John Hammond off 3 from the start of the race. There he is. And 11th and number 10 was very consistent on being able to make passes on the inside. You don't want to give up the inside line, especially when it comes to turn 1 or getting into a turn. Pocono with the tricky triangle seems to be all about creating space where there is no space, especially when you get into a turn. Steve, if you were these guys and you see the front 4 that kind of stretch their legs, right now the fastest lap of the race ran by Farrington, the number 20. Are they trying to stretch too early, or do you think that second pack, which is pretty much the rest of the field, do you think they're going to be able to catch them 3 laps in? There's almost a 3-second gap.
Tough to say, man. I mean, like, this is a long race. 100 laps here is very, very long. And it's hard to say whether, I mean, tires will come into play. I mean, I think we do know that. But I mean, right now we got to move on the lead, it seems like, or he's trying to. But it's hard to say if these guys are really trying to push or if they don't care about tires. I guess we'll find out. 50%
fuel, so we're going to see roughly 18 to 20 laps on the fuel cycle here, which is almost unheard of. And it's not like super speedway racing. Yes, the draft is very important here, but you have to lift out of the throttle and punch it back in, which sometimes can waste more fuel than running full throttle. Leading lap 5. Johnson right behind Farrington, trying to make up spots. Farrington just put down another fast lap, 57.51 for that driver. Nobody faster than he right now. The 99 of Kevin Savoy, he's going to be a little bit off the pace. I think he is losing the draft a little bit here. Maybe he's trying to feather that throttle a little bit, because right now Burke is leading that second pack 3.4 seconds back. He's lost about a half second since the battle for the lead. There's Ryan Johnson going for it right there. He did it. Talking about creating space. Got into the tunnel turn. Says, I'm free falling. That's what I'm doing. $36.17, $20, $99.94 is going to be your top 5. Anthony Crownover trying to make another move here as he gets around turn 3 onto the front stretch. I don't know if he's going to have the speed here out of the turn. He's going to be side by side with the 18. Maybe have to pull some of that air off of the car. Something about the ARCA cars is that air dependency is a factor here. You do pull a ton of air off of that right side of that car if you are into a turn and not clear enough. Right now, the 18 battling to the outside out of turn 1. 28 not clear just yet, so It looks like Massajuski is going to be there, and Massajuski is going to be there, and Crownover is going to be there side by side. Here's where he's going to be able to make it up, though. Turn 2, or the tunnel turn here. He's going to jump into that corner. He's going to put his tires right there by the white stripe. You see it. There's a little rumble strip. It's going to help a little bit of grip. He's going to be up next to the wall, tapping the wall. 18 gets into the wall as well. It's a little bit of right side. No fast repairs for the drivers. Crownover right there. And the 18 goes right back around and now has a lot to contend with. 3 more cars trying to strike and pounce for 6th and 7th as the battle for the bottom of the top 10 is heating up.
25 car made it work around the outside of turn 3. That was pretty impressive.
Turn 3 and the ARCA cars. So down low, you're going to have all that heat. You're going to have all that tires. You're going to have a little bit of rubber up there in the middle lane. But it seems like right now, watch the 10 of John Hammond. He's driving around the 5 on the outside of turn 1. So maybe the midline might be the line here for these drivers. Carly Brett, hello out there to you as well. 36, he's out front. Let's go through your top 20, because that's what we do. Matthew Wilson, he's got a ton of people around him there. He's got the 98 there. There's the 88. Trying to hold on to 20th. He's got some company right now. They're doing everything they can. I don't know. I think they're trying to be single file. I don't know. That's the battle for 20th. So Matthew Wilson and David Campbell are battling that one out. Charles Van Squake. There's Mr. Goat Racing himself, the number 11. Up 9 spots, holding on to 19th decently. Andrew Tindall is going to be there in that 18th spot. Biggest mover of the race right now, up 11. Adam DeFore is in 17th. He is up 1 spot. He's got Bob Gray in his sights. Right in front of him, the number 31 Lowe's Machine. As Donnell Williams right there as well, up 2 spots, is the number 6 car. Parker Weekly is going to be there, number 14 up 2. Richard Holland, the 35 up 1, but he is trying to contest that Tabasco 35. I like his paint scheme. I really dig his paint scheme. That Tabasco brand, it just, that's pretty awesome. Striker in the number 8 off 7. He had a pretty rough start at the beginning of the race. He started 5th. He's in 12th, and now is just trying to hold on to that position. He seems like he's getting into the turn right there. This is turn 3. He's getting into the turn. It seems like he's kind of drifting up the track and kind of moving forward. William Kern in the 43 hasn't moved a spot. He's in 11th. Connor Hazel in front of him, inside the top 10, still 10th. That's where he started, number 25. Having a decent day. Bill Hales at number 5, rolling through. And he and John Hammond have had a battle. Hammond fell back, and then was up, and then back, and then is up, and now he's finally worked himself back up inside the top 10, into 8th, right where he started. Anthony Crownover up 5, started 12th. He is in 7th. He is trying to put the bumper to Evan Burke right now. He was contesting for 6th, and now, as you see, he kind of fell back a little bit. Evan Burke in the number 6 spot. Speaking of Evan Burke, we'll go to his driver cam in just a second. Brandon Massajuski worked it. He was battling with John Hammond there for a little bit. Got himself to 5th. Now up 1 spot from 6th where he started. Brian Farrington started 3rd. The 20 has the 99 right there. Kevin Savoy was in 4th last we looked, and the battle for the lead kind of took place. It does look like Bunnell went ahead and took back over the lead. Kevin Savoy trying to go to the inside of the 36 here. The 99 making it stick. 36 still going to have the run on the outside here for 2nd here. And Jassy Buttle's going to be your race leader. There's a lot of moving parts for 3rd here. Holy cow. Amanda, good evening, everybody. Good evening out there as well. You love, man, those cars are fast. They are fast. Spicy things. You got to love some spicy things. Jassy Buttle's out there. And he's got a full 2nd. He is sending it. He's like, I'm good. We're 10 laps in. We're good. I've stretched my legs. Let's roll. "100 laps is a long way around this racetrack, and I will tell you, they are making it look easy. They said if they got through the first 5 laps, that was whenever I was in the drivers' meeting. They said when if they could get through the first 5 laps, they were going to be just fine." Marley, Brad, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, here at Pocono, man, there's a lot of, green flag runs. It's especially in these cars, for sure. Green flag runs is going to be the story of the day. As we speak, I got to say, Ryan Johnson in that 36 car, he is falling back slowly. He was making a push for the lead, and now he's falling back. So I don't know if he's used his stuff up already or what. That's fun to watch.
Let's go over the last 5 lap times here. We'll start with the number 2 car. This is the 99, the laps that he's turned. So Johnson behind lost about, he lost about half second on lap 9 and lap 10. But according to the relative 6, 7, and 8, that's where Johnson was stronger than the number 2 car. We'll see what the 20 is doing here. Brian Farrington trying to go to the inside here, trying to make some things work, maybe make it move.
94 car bounced off the wall exiting turn 3, and now he's got the number 5 car passing him into turn 1.
Evan was doing such a good job there on trying to make it work. Let's go to his driver cam here. And there he is. Right along with him here just a second. See kind of what he is doing here. There he is in full battle rattle, full gear.
And the caution's out.
Caution comes out here. There's Evan Burke, Windsor, Vermont driver. He is wearing that same helmet in his driver profile photo. And there he rolls. Man, oh man. All right, first caution happens. We're going to go back and we're going to take a look and see what happened here, folks. It does happen. They do happen. Do we have our first helicopter award? That's what I want to know. That's exactly what I want to know. We all know that I like the helicopter award. That's my favorite thing to do. And looks like Brian Rayburn had an issue here. Here's the 42. Oh. 98 looked like he checked. I'm going to look at that again one more time. Let's stop this right here. I want to see what happened here because it looks like maybe something's a little bit free. Cockpit view for this driver here. Into the corner. Here's what happened. 98. Oh, came down. Oh, I think the 98 might have been loose and kind of came down in front of the 42 of Brian Rayburn right there. He's able to save it. He got a little bit of nose damage. I don't know. It might be just a little bit changed. It's awesome. What's up, Marshall? Good to see you out there. You like the number 17? Well, he is in the lead here. Do they come to pit road there, Steve? What's your take on this? 13 laps in. I mean, it's almost a dead given. They're almost out of fuel.
Yeah, I mean, right now I'm looking at fuel. I'm looking at 4 fresh tires. I mean, early on, and just reset the field, get back to it.
Well, that's what they're doing. Everybody coming to pit road. Sheridan Campbell will be your first 2 drivers a lap down. So I do believe that Sheridan, the 21, will be your lucky dog. There goes the 21. I do believe the 21's going to be there. Somebody's staying out. 31 getting a free pass. Bob Gray's going to stay out. Bob says, I'm good. Carly says, that's so awesome that you can watch the drivers. Absolutely. Yeah, I think there he is. Yeah, he's going to be your lucky dog. So there goes Sheridan. He's going to be back on the level playing field, start the tail end of the longest line. And as we do things, we're going to take a vocal break while they pace around. Long pace laps here, folks. We're going to have some fun. Looks like some drivers trying to utilize strategy here as pit lap times were absolutely insane. Thank you to Steve for joining me in the broadcast booth today here at Signature Esports, the Wheels America Cup Series League aficionado. It's putting together a fantastic league on February 10th. This is the Winston Throwback Series. Sad news in the racing world. 2 Earnhardts have left the world, and sad news in the football world. John Madden passed away just the other day. Man, we're losing some greats. The older I get, the more that I'm looking at it. And Betty White's turning 100. So that's some good news. I think she's going to be, if she lives to be 125, I wouldn't be surprised. MCI Graphics, AMR Paints, Winston Throwback Series, AMR PaintWorks. Let me put that back just a little bit there. Appreciate you. Team Monte Carlo, Butt Kicker. Reminder, go to Butt Kicker, thebuttkicker.com. Feel what you've been missing. Promo code Throwback, 25% off. Helps this league out. Bob Gray stayed out. He's not ready yet. He's not done. He says, I'm good. We're gonna go. Kevin Savoy came in. I think he either took 2 tires or fuel only because he only had a 7-second pit stop. So did Josh Brock. So did Mike Strickland and Jesse Buttle. He's going to be swallowing this field up. That number 17 took tires. He had a full-on pit stop. He's the first car inside the top 5 that took a full pit stop. The next 2 drivers, Rich Holland, John Hammond, took fuel. John Hammond took 2 tires. Brian Farrington 4, Johnson 4, 18-4. Bill, he took 4, and they're ready to roll. Pace Truck's going to dive in. Single file restart for the Winston Throwback Series, just like they did back in the day. Green flag's going to wave. Matt Smith, much love to you. Thank you very much. He said, good job, Jason and Steven. Steve, you're going to have to think about commentating, buddy. You doing a decent job here.
I might have to, man. This has been honestly so fun so far. Right now, we got a huge battle for second place. One car gets into the 31, spins out the 31, brings out the second caution of the day.
You watched it live. We didn't have to do anything. Into the corner, fresh tires, trying to work it. Like Bunnell was rolling there. Here, let's go back. We're gonna watch it from the green flag here. Actually, we're gonna watch it. Yeah, we're gonna watch it from the green flag. Here's how the green flag. We're gonna far chase this one because this is interesting. Here's the 31 getting up to speed, and something that the 99 did. He gave him a little bit of room there to be able to determine where he was gonna go. 99 to the inside. 1 was going to the inside as well. 31's going to carry speed on the high line. 1's going to drop it in. Watch him drift up the racetrack here. 17's going to be there. And the 1 trying to give room comes up, tags the 31. A little rear damage for the 31. I think that'll be all right. He'll be able to get in and get that buffed out. Long pace laps, you get a lot of damage repaired. 31's going to come around. Probably, and anybody who didn't come to pit road, I think that's going to be what's going to happen. So Bob stayed out. And that's kind of where Bob's going to be. Do you take that as a lesson learned and not do that again for any of the drivers that are kind of watching how much ground he lost so quickly to the new tires and to 2 tires right there?
It's tough to say. I mean, yeah, because I mean, right there, he fell back. I mean, right there, that 31 car and Jason, they were trying to go 3 wide into turn 1, and that just will not work very well. So. Yeah, lesson learned, I think. But to your point, the guys who maybe, took fuel only that last round or whatnot, if that was me, I'd be coming in for the 4 fresh Goodyears.
It puts you a lap better too if you top back off on fuel as well. So if the thing runs green, you'll be on a different pit cycle, a different strategy for the drivers. It's going to be fun. 99's going to be your race leader. Bundle's going to be back there as well. That the first driver on 4 fresh tires is going to be there in second. He's going to have Brian Farrington right behind him. But Joshua Brock, here he is. He's got his strategy that he's working as well. He is on the same strategy as the 99. So these drivers maybe try to work together, trying to find a good factor, maybe a good field, maybe it gets some good times. Let's go through social media and see what's going on. KPTV giving me some love. Thank you, Kelly. Appreciate you. Brian Rinker giving some love out there. Marshall, thank you very much as well. James, share the stream to 19 different places. Much love to you. And thank you very much to you for the like as well on Facebook, Twitch. Thank you for all the new followers. Smoking Arm, HVAC Gamer, Huckleberry, Addison. Let's see. Carly Bratt became a subscriber. James Mandarin gave us a little a follow as well. So the broadcaster, thank you for the host. R. Holland Cube, thank you very much for the love out there. Big Tuna, thanks for becoming a follower. Sinphonian Marley, thank you for the raid and the follow. Thank you for becoming a Signature Esports Warrior out there. Appreciate you very much. And all of the people out there on YouTube, you are all absolutely amazing. Thank you very much. You guys have been chatting it up and commenting, and I appreciate you very much for doing so. Make sure you smash that like button for me, and make sure that that's a free way to help out here and be a part of it. Thank you for all the concurrent viewers. Thank you for all the playbacks. You're all absolutely amazing out there. Thank you very much. YouTube, the best way to watch on TV. Just saying.
Absolutely.
Carly, you now follow me on all 3 platforms. You are absolutely... You must be a fan of what I do. Thank you very much. You finally made it. Oh man! All right, let's. I want to ride around with Brock because Brock is he's on our cameras as well. Here is one of the league owners, league managers, Josh Brock. Look at him. He's got the Christmas lights going. He's got the stern. He looks almost just like his driver inside the car. Hold on, it's got that camera here somewhere. Where is that at? There it is. Look at him. Look how similar they are. Stern look, cold as ice. Ready to go. Pacing around. Let us let's talk to him. Let's bring him on up here. Let's make sure he's not let's talk to Mr. Joshua Brock here as he is pacing around here. Josh, you're on a different strategy, buddy. Tell me how it's going to go.
I can't tell you how it's going to go, man, because they're going to give away my secret. I'm just hoping to be able to survive to get to a specific lap number to come in and get my port fresh set of Mr. Feelgoods. Hope I can not get turned in turn 1 again this time. That'd be great. But we're gonna ride it out, see what happens. Car's feeling great, track's nice and slick. Hope everyone at home's enjoying this. I know I'm enjoying it from the driver's seat. How's it looking from your point of view, Jason?
Well, you have some awesome lights going on right there, and you've got a great league so far. These guys have been they've been cooking different strategies, different drive lines. It's going to be a ton of fun, my man. I'm going to put you back. You're down there with Bill, correct?
I'm in the Chevy camp, yes, sir.
All right, we're going to put you back. Good luck on the restart here as you guys get ready to go back to green.
Yes, sir. Enjoy.
Josh Brock, the number 1. There he is. He's rolling. Confidence. He didn't want to give away his secrets. Steve, do you try to hold as much information as possible as a driver? And of course, I get in and I do drive the simulator, but I don't drive it as much as everybody else. I'm out here watching this from my point of view. Does this? Do you try to hold as much information as possible?
I think for me, I mean, I do. I mean, you know, in a competitive environment, I think you need to, right? I mean, you need to, you know, keep the information with your team and with those around you as far as in your stable. But yeah, it's a competitive situation, and I think that's sometimes the best thing to do.
20 of 100 being completed as you see Josh Brock drop into turn 1 there. Watch how he flicks that wheel. He's trying to keep it a little bit free, but not burn up the right rear tire. And he's not trying to dive that nose into the corner either. What he's trying to do, he's trying to let that car ease into the corner. These things bank like they are, I want to call it a snow shovel. Watch him drop onto there, a little bit more free than once. It shoots him up the track right there. Watch tunnel turns with all of these drivers. If you hit those rumble strips on Legacy Pocono, there's a bank on those, and it shoots you right back up towards that wall.
John Hammond in that tide ride, getting 2 spots in turn 2 right there. That was pretty good.
There is the number 1. Hammond, super fast, loves Pocono. We've watched him win in the past as that number 10 car is rolling. Here's a look at some of the stuff we have to offer here. John Hammond, Avon Lake, good to see him out there. Always good to talk to him. He's got another league starting up here very soon. We're going to be working with as well. It's going to be the SMSS series, a little bit free out of turn 2 there, down that first straightaway. If you have not seen Pocono from overhead, I think the blimp view here is pretty solid enough. Watch the turn. This is the tunnel turn, what they call turn 2 here. They try to carry as much speed out of that turn as you think. This is a big track, almost 14,000 acres of property that Pocono Raceway used to set on back in this day from the 1,400 acres from the campgrounds to everything else, and then they sold a bunch of that property, and now they've I think they're just less than 400 acres. So a lot has changed when it comes to property for all of these folks. When it comes to these racetracks, and we're watching Bristol buy up some of the older racetracks like North Wilkesboro. They want to be a part of that. They want to be a part of some of the Nashville Speedway stuff, and it's great to see that these folks are taking an interest in it. Jesse Bottle's going to be your race leader, number 17, back out front, 4 fresh tires, making quick work of this little league. Man, oh man, he's got Pocono figured out. Carly says, because she's a warrior. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're also a moderator. Thank you. Carly is my most chatty person, and she does a fantastic job for everything. Look at the difference back here. Yeah.
We have a car to the wall in the front stretch, right past the start finish line.
Oh, 35, Tabasco, 43's up. Everybody, hold on to it. I noticed, I went back and I selected the 6 because I noticed that they were 4 wide. Man. Take a look and see what happened here. Here's the 43. 43 gets free. I want to say the 98 right there. When the 43 got free, let's go back one more time here. This William Kern, far chase here. He got free. It was the 28. 28 was trying to go low and just barely clipped him. And so he
thought he was clear.
Yeah, and the 43 tried to pull himself off the wall. And if you flatten the end, oh man. And then our Tabasco 35. I don't know if I want to look and see if the 35 is okay. Oh. Man. That's Rich Holland. And he was going to be my next camera. Poor guy. Let's see if he's mad. Let's look. Oh, devastating. You can tell the look on his face. He didn't expect to see that. Let's go back. We're going to watch that from his cockpit view here. So he's into the wall. He's out of the gas, thinking he's going to be able to be clear, and then all of a sudden, ow.
21 car might have gotten the worst of this. He plowed right into the back of the 35 going at 130 miles an hour, man.
Let's take a look here. Skylar Sheridan here, cockpit view. Here, hold on. There he is. Ooh, out of it. Oh, he did, man. Look at that hood. Crinkled up. Mr. Holland, you are getting the helicopter award, my friend. I am so sorry about that. Take you back to live as Holland is getting that car fixed. He's like, I'm not done. Let's get it fixed. Let's get it repaired. And these things can take a beating too. It's not like they're not able to be able to do that. Slow-mo is on. Oh, it is on YouTube. I did that on purpose because of people. Hey, look at that. Different strategy. Everybody coming to pit road. We can turn slow mode off though. You guys can chat as much as you want. Let's do that. Let's do that for everybody. Ooh. Might be able to. Let's see what we can do here. Customization. Slow mode, save. There it is. I think slow mode should be turned off now, folks. So try your best to see.
So, Jason, as we're under this caution, man, a lot of drivers picking dual strategies here. Right now, we got a lot of guys staying out and also coming into the pits.
I was looking at the relative over here. We've got Charles Garrett, Bob Gray, Bob Garofalo's pit road, or at least in their pits, maybe getting a little bit of damage fixed. We've got top 4 came in on 13. So the 99, he was holding second very nicely. Nothing wrong with what he was doing. Andrew Tinold right there, the number 97. He's up 27 positions. So the 97 working his way to the front here through some strategy. I think, though, he's got a little bit of right side there, so that might actually, a little right side damage, that might actually, no, I take that back. I'm just seeing things. Connor Hazel, number 25, he's up there as well. Then we got Brian Rayborn, up 12 positions. All of these drivers, I mean, they've got 10 laps, a couple of caution laps underneath it. I think you're right. I think they're going to be able to make. I take that back. Brian Rayburn is going to come into pit road, but so the top 3 are going to stay out. They're going to utilize that different strategy. You've got to cut. What is it? 2 pace laps around before they back, or 3 pace laps before they get back up to speed here. So 3 pace laps at 6 laps for the caution. They came to pit road, so we've got about 5 laps that they are still with older tires. Might be able to make it if they say 18 to 20 laps. Somewhere around the 33 mark they might be coming in. Might be trying to stick on the same schedule. That's awesome. That's people being bad. Way to go. People, it's not that people were being bad. It was I turned it on slow-mo so that way YouTube moderation could catch the those links, those bad links. Those troll links, the things that you don't want in your stream at all. Hey, you know what? We figured it out and able to make it work. Savoy's going to be a race leader, 97, 25, 17, 20, 36, 10, 5, 94, 18. Pick any 6 of those numbers. Go buy you a Powerball ticket, and good luck. Pace truck is going to dive in here this time by. We're going to go back to green flag racing. Single file restarts. That was the way they did it from 1984 to 1997 on the larger tracks. So we will be able to see what they're going to be able to do here. I'm kind of thrilled to see what kind of strategy is going to work out. Now Jesse came in when he came to pit road. He took fuel, and I'm seeing everybody that came in all the way to Josh Brock. They came in and took fuel. Josh Brock finally took tires. Field's
a bit strung out right now.
It is, and it seems like they're kind of they're giving each other a lot of space here, which is not it's not normal for us to see. You know, it might be just one of those things. Hey, I want to see what the guy in front of me is going to be doing because we're all on different. We don't know. They don't know who's on what tire strategy. They don't know who has tires, who doesn't have tires. Only thing that they can assume is that I came in for 6 seconds. This guy beat me out. That's kind of going to be what it is. Speaking of which, I was talking about it. Mr. Holland sitting back on pit road. Looks like Anthony Cronover's coming off of pit road this time by. I wonder if Anthony had to have some damage fixed. No, I think he might have actually had to come in for a penalty. But it does look like 99 out front. Mr. Holland, I didn't give it to you. You're still sitting on pit road. We're going to do this real quick. Bam. There it is. Helicopter award just for you, my friend. Much love and appreciation. Sorry for what happened to you, but you did go around, and that was kind of interesting. A 99 still out front, 0.4 of a second to the 25. Connor Hazel made up a spot right there on the start. Tenold falls back to third from the restart of the race, and Bunnell not making up very much ground here. I thought he would be a little bit more strong on that restart and give himself the edge on the inside lane, but down out of turn one, it seems like he's going to utilize the draft. $28 of 100, and always good to have everybody aboard. Thank you very much to everybody out there watching on all the platforms, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Make sure that you give us a follow. Look up Signature Esports on Facebook, Signature Esports on Twitch, and of course, if you're not watching on YouTube already, give us a follow out there as well. YouTube.com/Signature Esports. I like it. Oh, a little bit free for the 20 right there. Looks like the 20 was 97 to the wall. Watch the 97 right here, holding it against the wall until the traffic clears, and then kind of pops it off there. Nice job by the 97. I'm going to give him kudos for that right there. Steve, kind of talk to the folks about how the right side of these ARCA cars are in comparison to what the rest of the NASCAR cars have been over the last 3 or 4 generations. It just seems like it seems like once you plant it on the wall, there's really no way to get it off the wall.
Yeah, it's hard to say, man. I mean, these cars they seem a little bit more rigid than the current Cup cars to some degree. But to your point, once you get them in the marbles and into the wall, it's so hard to get it off the wall and to kind of regroup. And as we saw on the front stretch there in that last caution.
17, doing exactly what I thought he was going to do. He just made it work, made it stick. And now into turn one, he is your race leader. 30 of 100. What a good little factor they've had. 25 of Hazel is going to be battling to the inside. I think once they've got about 3 laps on the tires, that's whenever you start determining the wheat from the chaff. And here the 99 trying to work the inside or work the outside of the 25, still carry that speed into the corner. When you get into the tunnel turn, it's about who's going to brake first. And if you run as high as the 99 did right there, you're going to give up too much ground on the bottom side, and you're going to have a lot of people trying to edge that out.
And just as you say that, John Hammond has to really check up to avoid hitting the 18 car going into turn 2.
Hammond rolling 94 of Burke right there as well. You really have to give kudos to these drivers. They get free out of the corner. They try to make it work. Front stretch running. Let's ride along with John Hammond as he's got the 94 of Burke in front of him. Actually, let's ride along with Burke. Burke's got a camera. Look at how much he's wheeling that thing. Cockpit view for the 94 is having his steering offset. You see the orange line right there. Do I know the racer named Cool Breeze? Do I know a racer named Cool Breeze? I don't think I do. Like a real life racer? I don't think I do. Little rights, you see the flick right there. So that orange line. The helmet, smoking art, you got it. He said he was doing that. Look at him flick that wheel to the right. So the steering offset right there is usually a negative offset, so it pushes that steering wheel to the right, so that way when he gets around the corner, he doesn't have to edge into the corner as much. But it seems like it's freed him up a lot. He gets into the corner when he's driving the wheel straight. And then gets right to the back bumper of the 97. Watch this. Trying to, whoa, man. Kind of wish I could see Burke's hands in real life, because you see him leaning. He's got the old Mario Kart lean going on. 97 free up next to the wall. Woo, man, it's making me nervous.
All the while, the 36 car passes. For third place, Ryan Johnson passing Brian.
Johnson was super fast before. We'll ride along and kind of watch let's watch what the top 3 drivers are doing here in comparison to the rest of the field. Look at that steering offset, still directly to the right. Red lines all the way into turn 1, out of the throttle, puts himself right next to the corner. See, there's the difference. The 25 puts himself right on the white line. Carries has to get out of the gas a lot more longer than the 36 does. 36 able to carry into the corner here. Watch the tunnel turn, keeps the tires off of the rumble strips, gets himself up to the wall, and I mean up to the wall.
I gotta tell you, Ryan Johnson in that 36 M&M's ride, looking real good these last couple of laps. Has moved up into P2 and is looking really good right now.
Smoganar says, I am out, too many laps down, but a great race. It's all about positions. Well, man, I hope that it gets better. Pocono, it's a long race. There's a lot that can happen. You can make up a ton of ground. Your race leader, Jesse Bunnell, 1.8 seconds, and here is the last 5 lap times for the two drivers. I think you're right. I think Johnson might have his number here. Let's get rid of that. There you go. Johnson better on lap 31. On lap 33, not as much. I think it was because he had to make a pass. We'll see on this lap. This will really show the relative in comparison to what they're doing here. You're the 77. Ronald. Mr. Reynolds.
Just a side note, 97 car of Andrew Tenold has lost 4 spots in turn 1 and turn 2 right here. He's out of shape pretty bad.
Let's we'll jump back to him here as soon as actually we'll do that real quick. He started up there in second. He restarted second, and he's on a different strategy. He's on different fuel. He came in on lap 13. He's not able to hold that line as best as he can. Johnson gained a full tenth on that last lap on lap 34. So I think Johnson might have the number for the 17. We shall see as time progresses. And man, oh man, it's been a good race so far. A couple of cautions, 1 helicopter awards. Don't want to wreck these guys. It's all good. Never give up, never surrender. It's all good. 35 of 100. It's been a pretty darn good race. Now that the sun is less impactful for these drivers, we might be able to see some of this cloud cover come in hand. The realism of this racetrack, of this simulator, when cloud cover happens, you can feel it. John Hammond coming. Oh, John Hammond. Something happened to John. He is falling back here. Did he blink? There's Van Skoik in the number 11. I watched him drop heavily. So something must be going on there.
Over race comms, he is saying he is blinking pretty heavily.
Yep, I was just seeing a caution's going to come out. Hammond having to stop there. Let's take a look and see what happened here. Don't know. DeFore was involved. Let's take a look. Did DeFore run out of fuel? The 12. I think the 12 had run out of fuel. Misjudge it. That's something that happens. You got to make sure if you're going to run another 8 to 10 laps, you got to short pit yourself. I wanted to see what happened to John Hammond there, and couldn't see. Let's see. Not quite sure. Caution does come out. All good.
Yeah, Adam DeFore was coming into the pits pretty hot and heavy, but then he just disappeared entering pit road. So I'm not sure what happened there.
Yeah, he fully stopped. I don't know if he ran out of fuel or if something drastically changed in that race. But hey, it all happens. 17, still your race leader. 36, 25, 25, 99, 18, 94, 97, 1. That's going to be your top 10. Who's coming to pit road? I bet everybody comes to pit road. Brian Rayburn's going to be your lucky dog here. Should be. Will put himself back on the lead lap. He was not involved there. All good things. All good things. Alrighty, folks. Pause for the cause. Time to hydrate. Be right back with you here in just a little bit. Got these pace cars. They're going to be doing what they're doing. Carly, much love and appreciation out there on Facebook. Thank you very much. I appreciate you as well. Back here once again. Pocono, fourth caution of the race. I had some blink issues going on, some things happening there, but it's all good. Joshua Brock did not come to pit road. He's going to be your race leader, the number one, making it work. What about what have you noticed is the change here, other than more drivers took tires here, there, Steve?
Yeah, a couple guys, man, are definitely changing up the strategy. I mean, the two guys up front here look like they're going to try and make a run. I mean, obviously, it seems like track position is huge at a track like this, in a race like this. From what we've seen, obviously, on fresh tires, it kind of, makes everyone back neutral again. So it should be pretty interesting to see if this one car and the 35 car can actually make their way, or actually keep their spot, really. We know, 17 car and 36 car in the 20 really are all fast. So it's going to be really, really interesting as we come back green here to see how this stacks up, man.
It will be a shootout, I think. I think these drivers are ready to go. They want to have a green flag pit stop. I think that's something that's on their mind as well as they come around here. They're pacing around. They're going to go back to green flag conditions here in just a moment, and it's going to be a ton of fun. These drivers are still making it work. Let's you are joined by myself, Jason, Steve Tucker from the Wheels America Cup Series, and we're going to go back to it here, folks. It's going to be a good green flag run. I'm seeing green flag run. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before about less. Brock gets a good restart right there. 40 of 100 being completed.
35 car.
Go ahead.
35 car's falling way back. He started second. Now he's on the inside lane, just letting people pass him. What's going on there?
Holland did have to come to pit road. He had a ton of damage to get repaired. Has the 28 right there. He might be just down on power right there. He was involved in that big one where I had to give him the helicopter award. He might just be trying to stay out of everybody's way at the moment. Maybe just pick up a position where he needs to. Brock out front, 3/4 of a second, and 0.7 of a second, losing a little bit here on the tunnel turn, coming into turn 3 to the front stretch. Bunnell making up ground right behind him. He's got the 36 and the 20. You talk about these three cars. These three cars are going to be the cars I think that we're going to be seeing play their strategies to the fullest. Brock doing what he can to hold on.
Ooh, 25 car almost turns the 33 coming out of turn 3.
Connor Hazel in the 33. There's the oh man, about side by side. 33 to the inside of turn 1. Back of the field here. There's still good racing all over the racetrack. 25 in 18th, off 8 spots from the start of the race, but I think that has everything to do with pit strategy. He also came in and got some damage repaired, so he might be. He's the one that had that right rear damage, stayed out that first time, and was part of that caution. Was able to get some of that damage repaired, but at the end of the day, it still plays a factor on the chassis of the body of these. Even though it's a simulator, it all does play a factor. It is important. Any damage that you get to that vehicle is going to somehow, some way affect what happens. Whether it's the toe on the vehicle, whether it's the chassis, the frame, it's all interesting. 17 passing Brock for the lead here out of turn 3. We missed it, but it's all good. He is flying. Runs the fastest lap of the race, 57.37. About 13/100ths of a second faster than everybody else in the field. The next fastest lap, the guy right behind him. A lot happening. 42 of 100. Josh Brock back to third to the inside. Has the 20 to the outside. 20's trying to make a move. 99 to Savoy. He's been super fast all day long as well. As the one drops in, 20 tries to come down. Gonna clear him here into turn number 3. 99's gonna make it work on the outside as well. You talked about the outside lane a little bit earlier in the race. One a little bit free off the corner there. I think his tire's starting to give away.
Yeah, Joshua Brock, ever since taking over the lead in that restart, I mean, ever since getting passed by Jesse Brunel, he's fallen like a rock. One might say falling like a Brock. But he is not looking too good right now, to your point.
I think dirty air and clean air, if you can hold on to it with clean air, good things. I think dirty air and old tires, and he's lighter right now too. He's got less fuel than everybody else. So that right there can play a factor on the role that these drivers are making. The lighter the car, the less fuel you have, the hotter the track, the colder the track. If you're in dirty air, Matt Wilson having an issue here. I think he had to go to pit road. I think it said he crashed. Let's take a look here and see what happened. Oh, man. He came into pit. Look at the right side tire. It's not even his pit crew did a bad job. He lost a lug nut.
Joshua coming into pits right now.
Brock trying to be on a different strategy here. He is coming to pit road, so Josh going to take his long-standing pit stop a long way around this racetrack, so he might be able to come in with the leaders and will be the first car one lap down. 17, 36, 20, 99, 5, 97, 94, 18, 31, 28 is going to be your top 10. Crown over back in the mix. There is Anthony. Good to see him rolling. Another series we're going to be doing Sunday afternoons, 3 o'clock. Crown over should be a part of that. Anthony Garland's going to be a part of that as well. Wayne Garland, good to see everybody out there. Josh is always fast smoking our barbecue. Crown over up to 9th now. I see passes Bob Gray. Bob's doing a good job. Now, and we're not taking away from anything that Lowe's Monte Carlo is doing here. He's holding on to it. He's got that left side damage from earlier, and you see you can definitely see the damage on the side when it comes to not just the scrapes, but he gets into the corner. You can see it kind of crinkled in underneath the number. Those side skirts play a big factor on these these low horsepower, high downforce tracks. 17,
yes, they do.
17, 36, 20, 99. Two drivers. The top 4 started inside the top 4. The only two that have switched positions, the 17 and the 36. Trying to disrupt the draft. The 20 is back there. He's got some company. The 99 and the 5 of Bill Hales. Good to see Bill out there. I'm a fan of Bill, folks. Bill Hales is a good dude. Kellogg's number 5. He's starting to catch the pace. He's right there behind the 99 and the 20. 99 looks like he's going to try to make a move here as we see. Take a look from the gyro cam. Watch the tunnel turn here. Into the corner. He is catching up next to the wall right there. He is catching those leaders. I think that might be your driver to look at here. Bearing to the inside of the 99. The battle still rages on for 3rd, and they're catching Johnson and Bunnell.
Woo! I'll tell you what, that battle for first keeps heating up. Johnson passes Bunnell for first place.
36 right there in front. I think the top 4 are trying to kick butt and take names here. 17 to 2nd. Ryan Johnson's the pole sitter. He is back where he started. Eminem's 36. Jesse Bunnell there with the Western Auto number 17. Kevin passes where the top 2 lined out where they started. Now the 99 and the 20 have swapped positions. So now Kevin started 4th. He's in 3rd, and Brian started 3rd. He's in 4th. So these drivers are really making it stick, really making it work here.
I gotta tell you, this battle for about 5th place on is getting really heated up right now.
Well, Anthony Crownover has passed about 7 drivers in the last 4 laps to put himself in 6th where he is at right now. So he's got the 94, the 97 behind him. Don't count any of those drivers out. When we talk about Josh Brock here, who was trying to make it stick to the inside. It looked like he might have tried to make it stick to the inside. He's going to be carrying that backup position here. Crown over super fast, and I think there's Josh Brock right there. I was clicking on Burke. Here's Mr. Burke. Burke outside. Looks like Andrew Tindall is going to be trying to make it stick to the inside here. Ooh. The 97 up a few spots here.
They're going 3 wide into turn 2 right now.
We're watching on board of Mr. Burke here.
Loose. No, 18.
I saw it in the rearview mirror, and now Burke. Oh man, Burke was getting into the wall there. Oh man.
Jason, I gotta say, the second I saw 3 wide going into turn 2, I was on the edge of my seat, man.
Little nervous. Let's go back and take a look and see exactly what happened there. Massajuski, the 18, the 97, they were 3 wide, tunnel turn. The 8 was right there as well. 97 to the back bumper of the 18. The 8 gets into the 97. Turn. 18 gets the new helicopter award. Oof, poor guy.
Jason, for the folks at home who are curious about what the helicopter award is, can you explain that to the fan base?
So I have this ever since the second month. So for those who don't know, Signature Esports is a DBA of my business, Signature Media. Signature Media, we create, we have photography, we do prints, we do all kinds of stuff. But one of the things that we do is 3-dimensional design, graphic design, and I have this Blackhawk helicopter. If you watch the stream, if I say somebody gets the helicopter award, you're actually going to see that 3D animation that I created of a helicopter crashing to the ground and spinning around. That's kind of what you see. That's my patented helicopter award for everybody. It's been something that's been a favorite of the streamers, or not the streamers, of our watchers and our fan base since the first time I did it, and so I've always done it.
Love it. And
you'll see folks get out there. If somebody goes and really does a helicopter, spins and flips and jumps and it looks like they need a parachute whenever they're going to land. Most of the folks, they're like, well, where's the helicopter award? Because there for a little bit I didn't do it, and I was like, yeah, we'll be good. And now it's a different story. Josh Brock getting his lap back here. And, he's happy about that. Kelly Pointer out there, Mr. Pointer's Motor Supplies. How you doing, brother? Let's go, he says. Let's go. Always good to see you out there in the chats. Always good to see you out there watching as well. Giving us 500 stars. Appreciate you. Carly, thank you for the like as well. Love the stars, man. Appreciate the stars. Let's go. My TTS says, let's go.
Jason, right now we see the entire field coming down pit road.
And the one that is not Mr. Josh Brock. He came in on lap 43. I mean, he's got 8 laps on these tires. A little less than that when it comes to the pace laps. Same situation, different story.
Exactly. And we did just pass the halfway point of this race.
5 cautions. It's taken a lot to get to 5 cautions, folks, and there's nothing, and I mean that in all terms of endearments here. It's been hard racing, and we all know that 2.5 miles around this racetrack, there's a lot that happens to put that. So if a caution comes out and some racing kind of, like if somebody gets their nose to the back of one of these cars, there's a chance that if they can't save it, everybody's going around. So they've been able to do a great job of being able to keep these vehicles in check and in line. I don't think that Josh actually lost his lap. I think that he was at the tail end of the lead lap there, so he will be your race leader.
That's the great thing about this track being so big, Jason, is that you can pit and you could not lose a lap easily. So right now he's looking pretty good. Fresh tires, about what, eight laps old or so. And yeah, we'll see if he has what it takes here.
Ryan Johnson came out on 50 for fuel, so 7-lap difference on the fuel strategy here from Brock to Johnson, but he didn't change tires. So they're going to be on I think they're going to be on an advantage. I'm going to chalk advantage to Brock here. Yes, he's going to have to come in sooner for fuel, but advantage to Brock on tire strategy right here. It's goo time. That's you know what, TTS lady, what is her name? Zira. It's cold in Pasco. 18 degrees. Man, it was 70 today. And I'm in Missouri. Can you believe that? 70 degrees. I mean, it's 41 right now. It was 70 degrees today. Christmas, it was 81 here. I was like, what in the world? If you ever thought that global warming wasn't a thing, this has been the warmest winter that I've ever seen. So, living in Missouri, at least.
Well, I'll tell you what, me living up here in New England and Massachusetts, our winters are normally horrible. And so far, to your point, yeah, this has been very mild.
Have you gotten snow yet?
We have, yeah, but it hasn't been anything,
like drastic. Like, I mean, your snow. Like, I mean, the northeastern coast, like the snow, not the. Well, it's sprinkling snow outside, like your your winter tundra of the New England. No,
States. We haven't had that big storm yet. We've had a couple inches here and there, but we have not had anything to really worry about. So we've been thankful there.
I feel bad for you. When we get rain, you get snow. It's just kind of.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of, I don't know. I mean, growing up in New England is one of those things you kind of get used to and even kind of excited for, depending on, your point of view. It sucks to drive in, obviously.
Oh, of course.
But overall, it makes more fun for the kids and stuff like that. So it's always a good time.
It's a good time for me. Smoking R says, that's nothing. It's, come to Minnesota, it's like 10 below right now. You keep it. Pace truck dives off. Brock leading to green. 136.17, 28.99. That's going to be the top 5 drivers right here. And they're not as fanned out as what we've seen. A couple of two wide situations going on right there, especially with it does look like the 28 of Crownover trying to put himself in contention here. 17 to the outside, battle for third. That's where they're going to be at. I knew Crownover is fast, but I think Crownover's faster on the long haul. 99 crosses over the 28 to the inside. 28 up with the 17. 17's going to be right there. Crownover drops into the tunnel turn right behind Jesse Bundle, has led the most laps so far, and Ryan Johnson.
Brock got real loose.
I saw that. Ryan Johnson dropping in there, and now the one to the outside. Turn 3. I think Brock might have a run here to lead this lap if the 36 can't clear him here.
Yeah, but watch out for Jesse. He's got that run coming.
Who's going to push 3 wide? Nobody. 36 is going to clear, lead that lap. Brock's going to be in second. Third for the time being if the 17 can clear him here. I don't think the 17 clears just yet. One side by side. He's going to put the nose right back to the back bumper. 3 wide almost there with the 28. Josh Brock holding on to the outside lane and doing one heck of a job being able to get. You know what? Brock probably needs to run the midline because I think that's where he's faster. Taking over the lead from the high side, right next to the wall. 36 is going to carry the inside. He is going to cross over. 99 is going to be right there with him, side by side. So the 99 of Kevin Savoy rolls through the corner here. Turn 3, Brock try to gain that position back, trying to get himself down low. If you don't give up the position, oh man, 17 giving a shove to the 99. You can draft these cars, just not on super speedways. It's really weird.
Ooh, one car, number wall. 1, into the wall.
And he is just letting the drivers go. Oh no! It popped him off. It popped him off. No caution. Josh Brock just trying to hold it up with the wall, and then Pocono says, no, get off my wall. The Earth doesn't go perfectly around the sun. Sometimes it's closer, sometimes it's a little further. It does a huge thing to the weather. You're absolutely right. I don't disagree. I don't disagree with that. I think that Earth rotation axis science is weird. I love it. Hey, it just means that winter's gonna when winter hits, it's gonna be rough.
Man, Joshua Brock after that into the wall got into Skylar Sheridan, and I mean, kind of ruined his race in a way. But like we talked about earlier, I mean, these cars, once you get them into the wall, they are very difficult to pull off.
And they did. Sheridan down low, comes up high. I mean, it wasn't as hard of a hit as you would think. Now Sheridan is a little slower there. He's going to have to come back around. I still see a caution in our future. Brock coming to pit road this time by 99's battling for the lead from the 36 here. Farrington there to the bottom. Farrington has been super fast as well.
Savoy here in the 99 kind of came out of nowhere, didn't he? I mean, Bonnell was just kind of in that pack, but he's kind of fallen off a little bit.
I think Bonnell kind of burned it. Oh, here's why. Kevin Savoy and Brian Farrington all have new tires. Mr. Ward, how are you doing out there? Good to see you. 9920 on fresh Goodyears, virtual Goodyears, and that fake Sunoco fuel. They're putting it to Ryan Johnson and Jesse Bunnell because of that factor right there. Only fuel only for Ryan Johnson and the 36 and the 17. These two drivers, I think, trying to go for the long haul, maybe trying to save a set of tires here. Just in case that late caution comes out, I think that's going to be a factor. I think that right there pulls the that late race caution. If they get 5 laps to go, and you need that fresh set of tires to make up a couple of spots, that right there can be a big factor here, being that Pocono is such a big track.
Absolutely.
Amanda says definitely saving tires. Amanda's giving us. Man, are you kidding, Kelly? Holy cow. This is good. You're absolutely right, Amanda. It is all going to be about fuel, especially the way it is right now. Drivers came in on 50. They're going to have to at least have 2 more pit stops. That is not a joke. At least 2 more pit stops here for these drivers. And if it's green, you're going to see them coming around 68 to 70. And then after that, it'll be somewhere around the 86 to 90 mark, and then a 10-lap shootout. Savoy clearing the field by a second at the moment. Farrington still, I think Farrington's got turn 3 figured out, but Savoy able to carry that stretch just a little bit better. Savoy only gaining about a 100th of a second out of the turn exit here. So C-Class officials, no fun wreck fest for this week. Aren't C-Class officials at Watkins Glen this week? Because I ran a C-Class official earlier, and I did awful. I didn't open. I didn't have a setup for it. 99 a little free out of the turn there, but I did do an A-Class open, and I tell you what, Talladega went really well for the second split today. I just got kind of caught up at the end and finished really badly. You go and you can have a completely green flag run at the super speedways, and at the end of the day, that last lap is a free for all, and everybody treats it that way. Steve, tell me about, let's talk about I'm going to throw it up on the screen for you folks here real quick. Here's the schedule for the Wheels America Cup Series. It's going to come up it's their season 2. So we're the Apex Cup Series now, the Wheels America Cup Series, wheelsamerica.com. Go check them out. Wheels for A ton. I mean, you can find any kind of rim, almost any kind of tire out there. Make sure you get out there and check that out. February 10th is going to be Daytona. Is it going to be is it an open or a fixed series?
Well, yes, sir. Wheels America, first of all, huge shout out to them. I mean, they've poured just the passion and the heart and just the financials into our league. And honestly, without them, it'd be much harder. So huge thanks to them. They are amazing. But again, wheelsamerica.com for sure, for all your rims and whatever needs. Is such a good variety of stuff there. But yeah, so I mean, as far as the league itself, it is going to be fixed setup races and whatnot league. That makes them, fair and even across the board. Definitely better and tighter racing. But yeah, I mean, February 10th. I mean, that schedule is literally fresh off the print. We finalized that today, so I'm looking forward to it. This Thursday is tomorrow. Actually, is our season 1 finale in New Hampshire. I'm looking forward to that. My home track. Unfortunately, not in the playoffs. I fell out last round, but going to be a fantastic time. But yeah, next season, February 10th, going to be amazing. We are recruiting actively. I do appreciate the plug earlier, Jason, for that. But yeah, it's going to be a great time. And man, I'm excited. Next gen cars, a lot of unknowns there, right? I mean, they're still trying to figure out the dynamics of those and the physics and the how they actually feel in real life. Not to mention in game. So. It's going to be a learning curve for, I think, all of us as drivers and whatnot. But I think at the end of the day, it's going to be a fantastic move. And it's going to really elevate our league to the next level, especially, jumping aboard with you and Signature Esports. I think it's as my father used to say, it's a pair that could beat a full house.
That's exactly the case. I'm looking forward to seeing I've done next gen series, but this will be the first time that iRacing's put a lot of focus on the 2022 cars, being that they're the official car now for next year. So we're going to be able to see the dynamics kind of change together as well, starting in February. I mean, we're talking NASCAR stats are going to start hitting these cars. We're going to start seeing Daytona stats be put into this as well. So it's going to be a ton of fun. It's going to be not only going to be a ton of fun to call the races, but it's going to be a ton of fun to see the progression that these drivers are having. Speaking of drivers, Kevin Savoy, full almost 2 seconds over Farrington here. And we talk about green flag runs. Well, here they are, the 20, carrying the tunnel turn and trying to find any kind of ground here. Fastest driver on the racetrack is your race leader. Nobody else is really putting a dent into the times. He is full send mode. The Canadian is having a heck of a day. 35.49 on the I rating. A-class driver, 3.44 on the safety rating. Safe, clean, fast, fun, friendly. That is what he is doing there. Let's pull up his information there for you. Bathurst, New Brunswick. There is fastest lap so far for the ARCA cars. Best lap is 57.41. Nope, sorry. Yes, no, 57. I'm sorry, Jesse Bunnell, 57.37. This guy ran the fastest lap of the race, and I think that's something that SDK needs to implement. Those kinds of stats. Full send, says Carly.
Andrew Tenold actually just off of turn 1 hits the wall, loses a spot in doing so, but out of shape there for sure.
97 of 17 spots. He's had a rough day today.
Yeah, we've covered him a lot. Say, in the car in front of him, the 43 does the same thing, exiting turn 2.
William Kern, 97 to the outside in turn 3, 35 back up in the mix. There is Mr. Holland. Let's ride along with Mr. Holland. Haven't been able to ride along with him because he had to sit on pit road for a little bit. Here's our fantastic drive cam, and that'll be brought to you by MCI Graphics, Team Monte Carlo, Bud Kicker, and of course AMR PaintWorks out there. Make sure that you go and check all those folks out. It's as quick as a Google search or a Facebook search for most of these folks. I will start putting links in the description for these folks. I just didn't have them today. I was trying to find 35 a little bit free right there. He's trying to hold on to it. Here's what's going on with him is he's got the 43 in front of him. Brandon says he's going to, Mr. Ward is out there in the chat, and he says, hello, Mr. Steve.
Hello, Brandon.
Whoa! 43 trying to come down on the 35 right there.
Oh, out of shape big time. Turn 2. Takes the access road. Still out of shape.
Oh, dang, Take him back here. Full send mode it is. 35. He's just trying to compete. That's Holland's 10 laps down. He's trying to make up positions here. This is the never quit mentality, right? And so if he gets out there and he's currently in 22nd, he can gain a couple of spots here. Brock is the driver who is in front of him, but he is out of the race. Skylar Sheridan is a lap down, so he would be the first car a lap down. So say they do have a bunch of cautions here. I mean, just kind
exactly.
He could be back. He could be running. So he's got to keep that car clean. 35 right there, trying to hold on to it. Yes, you can get flat tires in here as well. That is something that iRacing has updated. So if you chop down your car too much, guess what? That's kind of what happens. Brandon says me and Steve might have some bad blood Monday night, but all good now. It's all good. It's racing. At the end of the day, it's racing. You got to go back and do it next week. And when it comes down to it, I hear people talk about toxicity on iRacing and stuff like that. And I have included, and you can include me in that because I had some toxic people in a couple of races a couple of weeks ago where maybe want to say I'm not running officials anymore. But at the end of the day, I look at it and I say, you know what, this is kind of a best guess judgment here. Crownover came to pit road. He took his first pit stop, first green flag pit stop. So he came to pit road a little early on 62. He's going to try to stretch his laps out a little differently. Last lap 57.41, his personal best here. This is Kelly. This is Legacy Pocono. This is Legacy 57.41. Legacy Pocono. You can tell because the graphics on Legacy Pocono aren't that great. I had to leave because of the storm, but great. Hey, appreciate you. Yes, Legacy. Tiny puppy toe. It's good to see you out there, Karen. Much love to you. Thank you very much for joining over here. It is Legacy Pocono. You can tell it's Legacy Pocono. And here's a little secret. One, there's a lot more trees. And two, the scans for Legacies aren't that great when it comes to graphics. So the walls kind of look like trash.
Right.
And the
36 car hits the wall hard off of turn 2. Ryan Johnson. Johnson was trying to catch Farrington. Oh, he did. Look at that right rear of that car. Looks like the 20's come to pit road here. Farrington's like, hey, I'm done. I'm going to come in and get some tires. All the while, Kevin Savoy is just setting sail, man.
Man, 8 seconds over Ryan Johnson. He had 6 seconds over the 20 car. And his fall off has been, let's take a look at the last five laps. He was about 0.7 of a second faster than everybody else. His fall off, his average lap time, lap 68, maybe a little less. And it seems like he is sending it on one lap and then easing up on the next lap. So his average lap time is right about the 58.4 zone, 58.5 zone here. And he should be coming to pit road any time now. And he is. Here he goes. We call it coming to pit road. Ryan Johnson. He is looking to do the same thing. I'm sure either that or he's going to lead a lap. Bill Hale's the number 5 car trying to pick up some spots here. 70 of 130 laps to go. 94. Burke trying to come to pit road as well. Van Scoik. Donnell Williams in. Andrew Tuttle in. Hazel in. Erickson looks like he's going to come in. Guess who's not going to come in? 28, Anthony Crownover. Bob Garofalo is in on pit road as well. Sorry, Bob is not. Bob is your race leader. He came in on lap 50. He's going to try to stretch this full 20 laps, maybe clutch it in all the way around. Savoy comes off of pit road and is cruising, crown over, trying to catch up some of that time that he lost, and now has a 17 right there with him. So Jesse Bunnell trying to catch up as well. New tires for the 17 puts him usually the fastest guy on the racetrack. Bob, he's back in there once again. Pedaled off track. Something happened to Andrew. Where'd he go?
Andrew was in the grass at the exit of turn 1 there.
Man, I tell you what, Andrew is just not having a good time at Pocono. Does have Donnell Williams in front of him. Good to see the 6-car rebound after a couple of little incidents he had earlier. Good things. My GOAT racing friend, the number 11, Mr. Charles Van Scoik, in 14, 24 seconds off the race leader. 6 seconds separate the 99 and the 17, but guess who is putting in the time, putting in the effort, about a tenth faster. Number 17. Rolling back through the gears here. 71 of 100. It may seem like a long race, folks, but I promise you, the laps are ticking away. It's just a long racetrack. There's so much that can happen across any of these tracks, and realistically, Pocono, it is, 99. Oof, I'll put that right rear next to that wall. It's a huge, not only a huge racetrack, but it's also, there's only 3 turns of possibility, and you have to make up a lot of ground basically everywhere else. On straightaways, you have to find the draft, and right now Bunnell has somebody to draft off in front of him. That's going to be Charles Garrett, the number 33 Skull Machine. That helps the 99 be able to clear some time from the 17 here.
And Jason, you mentioned 3 corners. So for the folks at home, I'll get some fun fact for you. So in case you guys don't know, so this track obviously is a triangle, 3 very different corners. Turn 1 is banked at 14 degrees. It's actually modeled after the now closed Trenton Speedway in New Jersey. Turn 2 is banked at 8 degrees. It's actually a nod to the turns at Indianapolis, the famous Indianapolis oval. And turn 3 is actually banked at 6 degrees. It's modeled after the corners at the Milwaukee Mile.
I miss the Milwaukee Mile. I really do. Mr. Pointer, thank you very much for sharing the stream out there. Much love and appreciation to you, brother. Appreciate you. He shared it. Oh, you shared it like 19 times too. Thank you. Brandon, thank you for the like out there. I got to catch back up on all the stuff. Folks, thank you for all the likes out there on YouTube as well. Do me a favor, if you haven't, reach up there, give it a like. It's free. I'd appreciate you if you did that. If you want to follow us, well, hit the notification bell, let you know when I go live. I would appreciate that as well. Some stats for you. I got them all loaded in. Race wins. Most race wins is going to be your race leader right now. Kevin Savoy has 3 wins in the series, and he's trying to capitalize and make it 4 this time by. And then Ryan Johnson is second. Jesse Bunnell trying to pull off that 3rd win as well to tie himself here. Does need a little bit of help here. 6.7 seconds the difference, and he's fallen off a couple of laps here. So the 99 way out front with almost 25 laps to go. Michael Coulter Jr., Matthew Robinson, Andrew Tunnell all have 1 win in the series, and this is week 13. They have a long schedule ahead of them. We're going to be with them for several months here, and it's going to be a ton of fun. You can join me this Saturday as well. Being our Cup Series is going to be back in action. Make sure you tune in. That's going to be at 8:15 Eastern. You will be able to watch me live again. We are at COTA. We're going to be at Circuit of the Americas this week. Press all the buttons. Thank you, Carly. Appreciate you. Joseph says, great broadcast. 24 will be back back on the track next week. Joe, I appreciate you very much out there. Much love and appreciation. Thank you for getting out in the stream and chatting it up. We like to see you guys out there. Even if you can't finish the race and your car says, I can't take any more, it's awesome that you get back out there and show the love and appreciation and the support. We will definitely see you in the next one. Savoy, 6.8 seconds. Bunnell, he is pulling away from Farrington a little bit. 4-second difference between Bunnell and Farrington right now. Crownover falls back to 4th. Crownover has to come to pit road, trying to make up his time here. He made up a ton of time. He was 24 seconds off the pace before green flag pit stops. So what do you think is going to happen here, Steve, when it comes to his next time? He came in on 62, so he's got 7 lap differential here that he's going to have to pit a little bit early. So somewhere in the realm of, I would say he's going to come in right about 80.
Yeah, I mean, look, right now we're looking at 25 laps to go, and fuel is going to be absolutely a part of the strategy here. It's going to be tough. It's tough to say, really. Actually, as Savoy kind of gets loose right there with the exit of turn 3, but he's good. I mean, he's setting sail for sure. It's going to be tough, man. I'm not real sure what these guys are thinking right now, but should be a tight battle for sure.
The butt kicker, 25 to go, now presents itself to the field. Bunnell is actually losing ground here. Bunnell had to get around the 33 there. So the 33 of Charles Garrett in the Skull Machine having a good old-fashioned day here. He's the first car 1 lap down, and he's okay with it. He's just chilling. Jesse Bunnell gets around him, so he's going to try to extend that time, but the 20 is on the hunt. He is roughly about 3.7 seconds. 3.7 seconds back, and a little air there. Let's go, says Carlo. I love it. Let's go. It's our let's go. That's it. It's going to become a thing now. Let's go.
Jason, I got to say, 1 yellow, and this changes the whole race.
It does. Garofalo is last car on the lead lap. Bob up 6 spots. Biggest mover of the race. Going to be this guy right here. Andrew Tennell up 18 positions from the start of the race. The 97 might be having a bad day today, but he is still the biggest mover, and he's trying to hold on. He's just trying to make it work. Yeah, Brandon's going to be streaming. Folks, do me a favor if you're out there watching, go find Blinky McGee on Twitch. Twitch.tv, BLINKY MCGEE. Blinky McGee. Go give him a follow. He is trying to become an affiliate on Twitch, and I reach a pretty big audience with you folks. I like giving a shout out here and there. Ooh, a little bit free right there. B Ward is the man. He's the one that he gets into plays Phasmophobia with me. If you like gaming streams as well, make sure you tune in for all that stuff as well. We do not only iRacing, but starting here during this little bit of an off time or downtime, I've been streaming a lot of games here lately in the evening, but we're going to change that. It'll be gaming during the day and iRacing at night, especially 7 days a week. We're trying to reach our biggest audience that we can, and we can only do it with you. And I would appreciate it. I'm looking at the times here. So to be a 10-lap shootout for Kevin, he comes into pit road on 90, I'm sorry, not 90. Yeah. He would have to come in on, if he goes 20 laps, which I think is the absolute max that you can do on these tires and fuel. The 20 laps is going to be, she's still going to be pushing it, and that's a long time on pit road just to take fuel. There it is. Brandon put it out there. Twitch.tv / Blinky McGee. Go give him a follow.
Love that. Hey, Jason. So while we're, right now the field's pretty well strung out, and we're kind of just in this green flag round, like you mentioned before. Mm-hmm. Out of curiosity, what's your? A lot of good paint schemes here. I'm kind of looking through the field. Who's your favorite? What do you got?
Oh man. Let's see. I'm a fan of the 35 paint scheme, the Tabasco one, just because I'm a Tabasco fan. But that's a big nod to some legendary racers out there, and that's the thing, is that a lot of these cars, they're throwback schemes of some legendary people out there, and I'll have more and more information about most of that going forward. But as far as I'm just gonna say the 35. I like the 35. I like his paint scheme. I'm a Tabasco fan. How about you, Steve?
I don't know, man. Like I'm looking at this 42 car of Brian Rayburn in the Bell South lime green machine, and just I don't know, like just something about that car just pops to me.
Look at that. It is a classic. So a lot of here's something to know here as well. AMR PaintWorks and MCI Graphics do a lot of the paint schemes for the Winston Throwback Series. So if you are out there looking, make sure you go to, first and foremost, go to Trading Paints, find these folks, find them on Facebook, reach out to them, say, hey, maybe you want a Tony Stewart Dodge, the Tony Stewart Dodge paint scheme from the traditional Lowe's paint scheme that he was running before, or not Lowe's, the Home Depot paint schemes that he would run before. Reach out to these folks; they'll be able to take care of you. I think I like that paint scheme. I'm not going to disagree. I like the bright, vibrant colors. It is a big nod to Bill South. That's right. 8.3 seconds and gaining. Johnson. I thought Johnson was going to be the car to try to catch Bunnell here, and he might be trying to make it work. 20 laps to go here. Johnson had to do some work, though. He had to come from 5th back to 3rd. Farrington was in 3rd, is now dropped back to, and there's that paint scheme. I was just talking about that. There is the Pontiac paint scheme, the Home Depot number 20. Rigid claws all over it. That is a classic, iconic paint scheme.
Love to see it.
And that
I gotta say, man, a lot of these cars bring me back to my childhood. Like watching NASCAR for the first time and just really falling in love with the sport and in the racing. So this is nostalgic for me.
And that's what's great about this series too, and that's something that that Josh Brock and I were talking about whenever he brought me on, is that this is a true nod to these drivers. Their next season, I think this goes all the way up to 99. I think this is the paint schemes they're only allowed to have, like 85 to 99 or something like that. The next season they're going to go from 97 to I think 2005. So they're actually trying to pay homage to all these drivers. And their paint schemes, and give them some kudos and some of the things that they really like here.
I love that, man. Back in 2002, when I was just a young little pup, I remember watching Daytona, I believe it was, and Jeff Gordon had his DuPont 200-year anniversary car, this like orange and like just super different car, and it just threw me into a whole new loop. So cool. I think that was the same race that Sterling Marlin came out of the on that red flag and tried to fix his car. So that kind of hooked me, man.
When's the last time you saw a Citgo paint scheme? Josh out there in the chat says 90. This season is 95 to 2000. Next season is 03 to 08. So thank you for the clarification. Appreciate that. 18 laps to go. Crownover came to pit road, left pit road. He came in exactly on lap 81. So he's going to be just fine. He's going to be able to stretch it all the way to the end. And that's really, he was trying to push it. Jesse Bunnell in second, trying to figure some things out here as well. Man, oh man. Brandon, Tony, you guys have one common Discord right there, folks. Folks, if you want to join my Discord, speaking of which, here's a good plug. So you think of the cars we did... So what do you think of the cars we did our best to represent? You did. I love them. I think it's an absolute dream to see all of these classic paint schemes out here. Folks, if you want to be a part of my Discord, I am going to go ahead and throw the link up in there. Jump in, join the Discord. Make sure you click on the rules, hit that, and give you a role. If you have if you are not subscribed, or if you're subscribed on Twitch and you have your Twitch account linked, it'll give you a subscriber role. We do giveaways every so often, and the only way you can do that is if you donate stars, donate to the channel, or give yourself, or become a subscriber on Twitch. 99's got the race, man. Barring a catastrophe and a bad pit stop, we'll have to see, because Jesse's coming to pit road. He's trying. Look at that, short pitting. Wants to get in and off pit road as fast as he can.
Hate to keep saying it, but Tenold right now is looking pretty all over the place. Right now he's holding up the guys behind him, getting 3 wide almost, and not looking too hot right now coming out of turn 3.
35 right there as well. 35 I think he made up a lap. He did on the green flag pit stop. Made up a lap. He went down 11, back up to 10. So that is awesome. Good to see the 35 still out there. He's in 21st, still trying to make it work. Bunnell to pit road now. Went ahead and jumped in there. William Kern comes down pit road as well. Joseph G. sub this broadcast. Much love and appreciation. Thank you for the hashtags out there, folks. Much love to you. Join the Discord, jump in. That's where you can catch me relaxing, chilling, playing games, doing all that stuff. That is your way to communicate with me and chill. And you can reach out to me on Facebook, but I have a lot of things muted on Facebook, and that it's not really by design. It's more of the I have to do that. Sometimes you just never know. I'm a little impressed with Strickland here. As Johnson has fallen off the pace, Strickland has picked up the pace. The number 8 driving the Dale Earnhardt throwback Budweiser paint scheme here.
He's looking pretty good. I'm not going to lie. He's definitely coming into the picture for sure as we're in the middle of our green flag pit stops now.
Jesse Bunnell came in on 84. He finds himself still inside the top 10 and picking up 9th away from Tennell. Tennell does come to pit road. He's on for his green flag pit stop. 99 out front, 15 laps to go. Killer. Hey, Brandon, did you check your sub roll for there as well? Not your sub roll, but your sub on Twitch. I know that we talked about it yesterday. Want to make sure that you don't have issues going on with that. Savoy, Ryan Johnson, those drivers are just Johnson 13.5 seconds. He went from being a contender, and Savoy kind of just I don't know. He's in a whole different level. I think he figured out a pattern here. Man.
Strickland the next to come down pit road.
I think people are trying to find a way to put some time on the 99. You know what I mean? There's Bill Hales. He comes to pit road. He's pitting from 5th, and it drops back to 6th. So Strickland's in 5th here. Donnell Williams came to pit road on 69, along with Savoy, Johnson, and Hazel. They all still need to come to pit road. I kind of...
And here comes Savoy right now.
Yeah. I kind of wonder if Savoy's going to have, I don't know. Like right now, fuel only is that's what I would be thinking is fuel only at this point.
I wonder if a few of those guys came in a little early than planned to undercut him, potentially with the new tires, maybe gain some ground, things like that.
Bunnell did take tires, so we do know that. Savoy in on his pit stop. He is getting tires. And he shouldn't need a full tank. He should be lighter. That's something that he should be looking at here. The boy comes around turn 3 and is still not going to have that time that he needs to be able to catch up to Savoy here. So I don't know. Ryan Johnson, your race leader, 13 laps to go, gets up next to the wall a little bit free. I think Johnson is free early and free late, maybe getting tight out of the corner, and then pushing it up, trying to throttle out of it.
So if you were Ryan Johnson, what's your strategy right now? I mean, like right now you're sitting out front. Oh, never mind. He's coming into pit.
My strategy is go another lap.
I wasn't sure if he was trying to wait for a caution or something. And
possibly. I mean, that's not something to sneeze at. I mean, we're looking at 12 laps to go. Connor Hazel coming around. He's going to come to pit road. Kevin Savoy will take back over the lead. And the gap now between Savoy and Bunnell is going to be about 9 seconds. And so Bunnell tried to short pit himself there, and it didn't work. Savoy way out front. Man, that was fun. See, this is what I wanted
Savoy,
to... Go ahead.
Yeah, Savoy got that extra lap on those fresh tires. So definitely going to be, again, just setting sail right now, looking pretty dominant.
9.4 seconds to gap. Johnson, little bit better on his. He came in on 88. So I'm 12 laps to go. We might see Johnson try to push it here a little bit. Anthony Crownover trying to keep a top 5. Has the 20 behind Farrington holding on as well. Strickland not far off. Mike Strickland has really put pedal to the metal. 12 laps to go. Still a lot of racing. Yeah. So it's because we multi-stream to each platform. I put out one feed and it gets stretched, and it depends on what Facebook allows, what YouTube allows, and what Twitch allows. So, folks, if you don't know that, if you're restreaming to multi-platforms right there, there's only a certain amount of limits that some of these folks do. And like on Twitch automatically takes my feed and doesn't downscale it. Facebook, because I push out a 1080p broadcast, Facebook, depending on your phone settings, will or your whatever device you're watching on, will either put you at 360 or 720. You actually have to manually put 1080 unless that is your preferred setting. A little bit free for the 99 right there. So he gets on the front stretch. Maybe try to wiggle something loose there. And then YouTube is also on preferential settings. Yeah, YouTube. I'm not gonna downplay YouTube. You can watch YouTube on television and it comes across at 1080 all the time. That's awesome. Oh man, Kevin Savoy has really stretched his legs, looking for that 4th win of the season. Pocono 250 has been absolutely thrilling to watch. Of course, a reminder, the Winston Throwback Series brought to you by MCI Graphics. There you are, AMR PaintWorks, and we also have Butt Kicker and also Team Monte Carlo. Folks, gonna take... we're finishing your DVD. Perfect. Tiny, good to see you out there. Folks, much love and appreciation. Going to take a vocal break as we get this 10 laps to go heated up. Eight laps to go here, and reminder, that was the Wheels America Cup Series. I am joined in the broadcast booth by Steve Tucker, the man behind the scenes over there. Big special thank you to wheelsamerica.com as well. Great organization, great company, very family oriented as well. So make sure that if you need any rims, tires, or anything like that, maybe some racing needs out there, go find wheelsamerica.com. Give them some love and all of that jazz. Steve, we were just talking about it during our little break right there. Tell me about what we want here. We kind of want a caution, don't we?
Well, I mean, I think
we do.
we do. I mean, I'm not going to sugarcoat this, right? I mean, it's obviously, you want a good clean race, and you don't want someone to maybe take somebody out. But yeah, I mean, a caution here would obviously change everything. I mean, right now Kevin Savoy in P1 has an 11-second lead. He's gone. I mean, he's got this thing won if he holds on to it. Lap traffic might come into play. I mean, if they get squirrely or if they get out of shape, it's hard to say. But I mean, right now, a caution would change everything. I mean, maybe people will come in for tires and just kind of, everyone's basically neutral at that point. We'll see. It's tough to say right now, but obviously we're lap 94 going at lap 95. So yeah, anything can happen, man.
Larry Mack statistics inside 10 laps to go. 33% of the time there's a caution at Pocono. That is his statistics According to his little fan book that I have, it's awesome. Yes, I can. Here we go. Connor Hazel's going to be in 10th. There's Andrew Tenold right there. And he wants me to say this one. Brandon Masajewski right there is going to be your 8th place driver, letter 18. Able to rebound. Yeah, he got in a little bit of trouble earlier. And so did the 97. Tenold's been able to work his way back inside the top 10 again. I mean, they're 42 seconds off the pace, but they've bounced back. They've had to bounce back. Let's see. Striker, there he is, number 8. He has worked himself back to 7, 31 seconds off the pace, trying to get to the back bumper of Bill Hales, who's trying to track down a top 5. A ton of work. Billy, I try to make it. Whoa, 5 up next to the wall, into the wall right there. Come on, Bill, hold on to it. You got the 8 behind you. Anthony Crownover is still trying to make that top 10, or I'm sorry, that top 5 work for him here. Anthony's pretty much a top 5 driver any way that I look at it. He's such a solid dude. But Barrington got around him for 4th earlier, but Crownover's starting to pick back up the pace. He's starting to catch him 20 right down there to the white stripe, trying to make it work. Ryan Johnson in 3rd, 36, having a solid top 3 night. Maybe a podium finish for him here. 5 laps to go. Jesse Bunnell is right where he started. No positions. He's not losing anything here. He's he's at least right where he needs to be. And then, of course, now with 22 laps led, Kevin Savoy is going to be your race leader. 99 having a heck of a drive. 12-second difference, 4 laps to go.
Didn't really show his speed first half of the race. I mean, he was in the picture, but I mean, it was definitely not him in that top 3 or 4 that we were really talking about. So I mean, second half of this race, Kevin is he's on a whole new level.
The track temperature hasn't changed either. 111 degrees at the time of the race start. Now 111 degrees at the same time. Maybe just a little cloud cover, maybe helping some of the corners, but for the most part, nothing's really changed as far as the weather goes. Hey, it's okay, Kelly. I appreciate you, brother. So, boy, but you know how many times I've messed up names, and I feel awful for it because my last name is Followell. Folks, Followell, Followell is pronounced more wrong more often than not, and which is okay because I've butchered some names. And some people, Evan Burke, who is in here, right here, the 94, who is also right here on your screen. He's still driving around here. He's still in that helmet. Poor guy. It's so beat. Some people say Burke, some people say Berkey. You know what I mean? And it depends on the pronunciation, depends on the family, depends on who's there. He is still trying to get a top 10 out of this. He's right there behind the 25. There might be an opportunity for him here. Almost there, B. Ward. Almost there. Is right. 3 laps to go, and I kind of want to see if the 94 pulls something out here. He does. There to the inside, 25 to the outside. Run for 10th here. This is the battle for 10th. I do believe 94 trying to stretch the inside line. Maybe get into the tunnel turn with him here. He's going to do it. They're going to be side by side into turn 2. 2 laps to go. The butt kicker. 2 to go. Whoa, 25 crossed over the 94, scraped the oh, they're going to get into it.
Oh, they're crashing.
94 able to hold on to it. No caution. The 25 of Connor Hazel kind of crossed over the 94 there. Burke had a great drive right there, and they kind of got into this. I think the 25 more got into that than anybody else. The helmet he said was going to wear. It's funny. He's wearing it. 99 coming around. White flag's going to wave here at Pocono. 100 laps have been extremely, extremely fun to watch. And with the final lap, I don't know that Ryan Johnson's going to have enough to be able to close that final distance down on this last lap to the 17. That's the closest race that we have for big position changes. But Kevin Savoy comes around turn 1 to the backstretch, turn 2. And it was a great save. That was a fantastic save. Able to hold on to it and make it work inside for the top 10. But right here, turn 3 is about to be the last turn of this fantastic race. Week 13 is about to be complete. And Kevin Savoy comes around to make it his 4th win of the series. Winston Throwback Series has been a ton of fun. Thank you for my first race to everybody out there. The 99 is going to win it here. Crossing the line. 17 of Bunnell will come around here. The distance closed between he and Johnson, not going to be a factor. He has a top 2 finish here. Ryan Johnson closing it down. Great run by all the drivers here, and what a fantastic race. Brian Farrington coming around here as well. He's going to finish in 4th. Off a spot. Anthony Crownover having a phenomenal race. Top 5 night for him. Bill Hale's up 3. Brandon Masajewski out here. He's going to be in 7th. Biggest mover of the race, the 97. Had a rough day, but still up 21 positions to 8th. It seemed like he was being collected at everything. It was like he was going to church. Collection plate was there.
Yeah.
Smoke, appreciate you. Go 99. Everybody give, how about 99s to everybody out there? You know what? Just for everybody, just because I can do it, here's a helicopter for you. There it is. Helicopter award for you. 99's in chat. Kevin Savoy's going to be your race winner here. Let's go over your race results. As soon as not everybody's crossed the line yet, folks. So I'm waiting for the race results to update. Gotta need that. There's your race winner. Bathurst, New Brunswick race winner there. Let's bring him up. And we're waiting for... they're going to line it up right there. Let's see if we can drop in here. Drop him up. Where's he at? Where's he at? Where's he at? I'm looking for him, folks. We're going to drop him up here. Kevin, my man, congratulations on the race win. Jason over here to the broadcast booth. I hope that you had a drive off. You figured something out late in the second half of that race, and you were walking away from them. Walk us through this race and what it means to you to win here. Congratulations, first and foremost.
Thanks, man. No, this I had a good car today. Really love Pocono. It's always been good to me. But yeah, no. Started the race, I was just taking care of my stuff and just went off a bit of a different pit strategy. And once we got that big green flag run, I was a bit off sequence with the others, and it just worked perfectly in my favor. I had fresh tires while the other ones didn't, and that just gave me that big gap right at the start. So it was it just worked out great.
But it seemed like that you were able to kind of stretch, especially at the end, your own pit strategy. You didn't have to really worry about anybody else. That it's not just the gap; it's that new tire smell that you don't want to have in the middle of a corner. Did it get more free as the race went on, or did it kind of tighten up on you?
Tightened up a bit, but it was really manageable. The first few runs, I had a big slide and out of turn 1. That would really hurt the rear tires a bit. But at the longer run, it would help a bit. But I'd still rather not do that. I had a few opposite lot moments, but yeah, the car stayed pretty snug the whole way through. Just having the big gap, I was able to just not focus on doing laps clean and just taking care of my stuff, and it worked out great.
Taking rotation into account and getting into rhythm, that's the big thing. My man, Steve, you got any questions for our good friend Kevin over here?
I don't think so, man. Kevin, you just put on a show the second half. I'm just curious, how did you like, or I guess what did you find in that second half that made you really just stick out and quite frankly dominate the field?
It's just the gap I was able to get with the different strategy. right off the bat at the first stop, I didn't take tires and the other guys did. So they waited an extra stop. And that extra stop was just perfectly timed with our big, long green flag run at the end. And just getting that big gap, I was just able to save my stuff and just run perfectly nice, clean lines and not have to worry to defend or um, getting into dirty air or anything like that. So I was able to really take care of my tires the whole run through and be able to have a nice long run pace.
I'll tell you what, it's been a pleasure to watch you sit here and dominate. A ton of fun. Babe, I'm talking to my wife out there. Babe, I unserver deafened you. It was something that happened whenever we played Fez. My man Kevin, congratulations. I appreciate you very much. Much love and give your shout outs out there. It's your time to shine. It's all about the Pocono win, 4th win of the season as well.
Yeah, thanks a lot, everyone that's watching. Thanks to you guys, Signature Esports, for broadcasting us now. I want to say a big sorry to Connor. I think it was in the second stint. We went to the tunnel turn together, and my front tires did not stick, and we got a bit of contact, and I think he went up in the wall. So really sorry about that. I think it caused him a bit of damage too. But sorry about that. But everything else, race was awesome. Everyone drove great. So thanks a lot to everyone in the league, and to everyone watching. Thanks a lot.
Appreciate you. Kevin led 54 laps and gapped the field by a great stint right there. 54 laps, 31 to our second place finisher here as well. It was that was fun, man. It was a great drive for the 99, and he was able to make it stick. Let's bring in the number 17 real quick. You led 31 laps here. And there at the end, we thought you had the stint. We thought you had the race car for it. Jesse, tell me about your race and how that Western Auto Chevy did.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Appreciate the broadcast. Yeah, started out really good. Led some laps. Car was good out front. And just wasn't quite sure how hard to run there. With the limited fuel we had, tried to save tires and save fuel there in the middle. And then Kevin just got out front and he was gone. But all in all, good race. Congrats to him. Another butt whooping. Congrats to Ryan on P3. And heard you guys killed the broadcast, so I'm looking forward to watching it.
It's a ton of fun. It was a great race to call. You folks did a phenomenal job for Pocono. 100 laps of Pocono is no easy feat. I know that your arms kind of get tired. Direct drive wheels or even wheels with force feedback kind of make it work. What is it like to run 100 laps, 250 miles, and you're basically running it as what the not just the ARCA Series, what the trucks want to run 100 laps here. That's what a Gander Mountain Truck Series driver would run. We're sitting here on 2.5 hours on the streaming broadcast. You guys have been driving for over 2 hours because you had practice. What is it like to do that?
I tell you what, normally the races don't seem to last as long as tonight's did. This track's hard to get around and it takes forever to get around, but yeah, I mean, I'm all right. I'm sitting in a nice cush chair and had a fan blowing on me and a nice cool drink beside me, so it wasn't what those guys faced. But yeah, I mean, it's quite a drive to sit here for that long and concentrate. It really separates the men from the boys, I guess, from running like a little 50-lap race to something like running 250 miles tonight.
250 miles in the ARCA cars. Steve, anything for Jesse? He was our pick to win, or my pick to win. So not only that, but Carly, you have a new big fan out there, Jesse. Her name's Carly. She is in all 3 of my chats. She's one of my moderators. She loves your car.
Oh, that's great. We appreciate all the fans. I know my wife at home, Amanda's been watching. She's #1 fan, fighting for that award with my mom. I think my mom's out there watching tonight. So they get a kick out of it. It's fun to sit here and do this on Wednesday night. So we appreciate the broadcast, and congrats to Kevin again. And we look forward to next week.
It's going to be a ton of fun. I will look forward to seeing you then as well. Jesse, congratulations on a P2 finish here, and give the rest of your shout outs if you've got any.
Just my my in-laws, Mike and Kathy, if they're watching, I know they're traveling, trying to get home tonight. So I don't know if they are, but if they are, hello to them, and that's it. Once again, appreciate the broadcast, and thanks for the guys putting on the league. They do a great job.
It's a ton of fun, and it's gonna be more than a ton of fun. Especially as we start to see this season progress. Jesse finishes in second and does one heck of a job doing it. Last but not least, the man of the hour, our third place finisher is going to be Ryan Johnson, the number 36. Ryan, it seemed like you had a great car here early on. And as things progress, the green flag pit cycles kind of happen. You would start to catch Jesse. You'd have to pass some lap traffic, kind of set you off point. But you had a great car and a top three drive all night. You started on the pole. Walk us through this race and what it was like to drive 100 laps and finish where you did.
Coming to Pocono, I knew it was going to be a pretty long and grueling race. It's a big track. There's a lot of room to make mistakes. Yeah, I don't know how we got the pole. I probably couldn't repeat that lap ever again. We were able to keep up there with Jesse and Kevin for a while and had a lot of fun, battling them and all that. I think we just got in trouble on that last caution when we came down and took fuel only. We didn't take tires, and Kevin was just gone after that. And I was like, well, got a little bit of a chance to try and fight for second at the end there. And I tried taking 2 tires to see if it would keep me up there with Jesse, and just not enough.
Well, it was good to see the drive off. You've got Michigan next week, different kind of track here for the ARCA cars, especially the legacy version of it. Very, very, very bumpy on the high side. We watched a lot of drivers kind of get stuck into the wall there. And from your perspective, when a driver gets kind of planted into the wall with the ARCA cars, what does it take to be able to safely get those things off?
Yeah, these cars, they like the wall, especially if it reaches out and grabs you. You're stuck unless you pull the wheel kind of hard. But you got to be careful doing that because you'll come, halfway across the track. You got to ease it off just a little bit because otherwise, yeah, it just accident waiting to happen.
Tell you what, man, it was a ton of fun. Steve, last but not least, Ryan was a fast driver tonight, and you complimented him a lot. Walk us through your thoughts on Ryan and any questions for him.
Oh, Ryan, I mean, it just seemed like I felt like you just managed the race really well. I mean, it seemed like you were good on the tire wear and whatnot. Just walk us through, was tire wear a huge concern? Because it seemed like it kind of was maybe on the long green flag runs. But overall, I mean, you did a great job, and congrats on the P3, man.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, it seemed like the new tires would last. You could run up approximately the same speed for like 5 to 7 laps or so if you managed them, and then it seemed like it dropped off after that a bit. And then to me, it felt like from lap 8 or so until you ran out of fuel, which was like 17 laps or so.
Right.
It didn't seem like it fell off as much. So it seemed, first 5 or so laps, new tires, would obviously prevail. I know at one point there in the middle of the race, Kevin had only taken fuel, and I mean, he was keeping up with us guys that took tires that time. So
it just seemed like it was going to be, it was destined to be Kevin's night tonight. It seemed like his fall off seemed to be very, very consistent as far as we would see him run a fast lap and then he'd kind of save on the next lap. So it looked like he was alternating lap times. But Ryan, I tell you what, man, it was a ton of fun to watch. Ryan, give your shout outs out there. Much love and appreciation to you.
Thanks for everyone putting on the Winston Throwback Series. You guys for broadcasting. M&Ms, my family, friends, everybody tuning in, and all the drivers that are fun to race around.
Absolutely, a ton of fun. I appreciate you, Ryan. We'll see you next week at Michigan, brother.
Thank you, guys.
Absolutely. Ryan finishes in Such a great position there, and does a great job. Steve, we got to go over the race results because this isn't over. Kevin's going to be your race winner here, and it's going to be up on your screen there, folks. Maybe. Maybe. There it is. It did it that time. Let's go over your butt kicker race results here for the Winston Throwback Series. Pocono 250 was absolutely phenomenal. Kevin Savoy's going to be your race winner. Bunnell, Johnson, Farrington, Crownover is going to be your top 5. Hales, Massajuski, Teenold, Burke, Strickland, that'll be your top 10. Matt Erickson finishes 14th. Hazel finishes in 17th. Mr. Garrett finishes 18th. And let's move on down that list there. Holland, one of our drivers that we did the driver cam with, the 35, having just a rough day today, finishes in 21st. John Hammond finishes 61 laps down. John was a guy I was looking at possibly contending for a top 5 here, and then just issues happened with the storm and whatnot. So, and Blink and whatever it was going on. Ryan Reynolds there, Ronald Reynolds there as well, not Ryan. Ronald, if you were Ryan Reynolds. We'd have a conversation. You're awesome, brother. David Campbell finishes in 28th. Thinking of the race controllers out there. Michael Coulter Jr. out there as well, helping out, doing what he does. Folks, it's been a pleasure. Steve, thank you for joining me in the broadcast booth today. And one more time for him. He is the league owner and representative of the Apex Cup Series, which is becoming the Wheels America Cup Series. It's going to start February 10th. Make sure that if you want to be part of that, reach out to them. They have a Facebook page. What is it again?
It is Wheels America Cup Series on Facebook.
It's going to be a ton of fun. I look forward to being a part of that. We're gonna take care of him. Thank you to all the sponsors over here at the Winston Throwback Series, AMR PaintWorks, Team Monte Carlo, Butt Kicker, NCI Graphics. Find every one of them on Facebook. Do your Google searches. We'll put the links in the description starting next week. I want to have precise ones that take you exactly where you need to go, where these folks want you to see all of their content. So, Week 13 is in the books. We're going to be back next week with Michigan. Join me Saturday for some COTA racing here for the BNR Cup Series. And for myself and Steve over here, I always say it at the beginning and at the end. If I don't see you, have a good afternoon, good evening, and a good morning.